NBA 2K27 is here, and I know you guys are all wondering one big question. Is the game worth buying? My name is River, and I'm going to break down everything that I'm able to about what I played on Community Day. So let's get right into it. Make sure I hit that like button, make sure I hit that sub button, turn on the post notifications. Let's go. Alright, so overall gameplay. The gameplay is smooth in my opinion. I know that I started off as a 99 overall, so like when we get the game and when everybody gets the game, we're not going to be a 99 overall, so obviously that's going to change the movement, but the movement was pretty smooth in my opinion. The gameplay itself was smooth. Like I know since they started using pro play instead of the mocap, the motion capture, that a lot of people have been saying that the game isn't as smooth, that it's choppy. In my opinion, I think that it was smooth. I played in the My Court, I played in the Learn 2K, I played in other game modes as well. So yeah, I feel like the gameplay felt extremely smooth in my opinion. Now, when it comes to the dribble animations, we're going to get into that a little bit more, but I just want to say that it does feel a bit different because they did add a bunch of new dribble animations, like they said, and it just took a little minute to figure out like how do you actually individually work all of these separated sigs. So I would say that some of the dribble moves are different. Like it doesn't have the same functions. Like for example, the misdirection, you can't, it's not the same way as in 2K26. So yeah, it's definitely going to be some moves that you're going to have to relearn. A lot of the stuff that I was able to do was a little bit similar to 26 when it comes to control functions, but some of the moves weren't. And I'm not exaggerating when I say this. They added a lot, and I mean a lot, of new dribble sigs, okay? They literally separated everything. Like nothing is the same anymore. Like even the little crossover Shea, like it's not just Shea escape anymore. Like you can't it's separated. So the full Shea on 26 that you guys remembered, it's broken up. So the end of that animation where it goes into the little behind the back, the extra stuff, that's separated. And it's pretty much like that for every single animation. So yeah, we're as dribblers, we're gonna have a lot of fun dribbling throughout the year. It's gonna be overwhelming when you first get onto it, because when I tell you it's a lot, like me, Hezzy, and GB3, we was all looking at it like, bruh, this is a lot. Like, and Capone, we was like, yo, they may have added too much, but in the long run, it's not too much, obviously. Okay, so dunking, I don't know the specific like requirements for like contact dunks. Honestly, like I'm not a gameplay type of creator, so I wasn't paying attention to that. I'm just speaking from my actual in-game experiences. If you have a 99 driving dunk, it is overpowered. Like especially since they fixed the meter, like it's no more of the meter disappearing on you. Like it stays the whole time. So if you have a big green meter when you're going up for a dunk, it's gonna stay as a big green meter. And when I tell you I was getting freaking bodied by a freaking small female character slasher. So yeah, and they had a 99 driving dunk. It's OP. I'm gonna say that the layups are a little bit more OP than the dunks. They also added step through animations, which makes that even more like overpowered. But yeah, layups are definitely overpowered. Would I suggest going higher layup over higher dunk? I feel like you will be able to score more in the paint if you go higher layup, because when it comes to contesting the layups, if you put your hands up, yeah, you're barely gonna get a contest for real. If you jump, you're gonna get a contest, obviously, but if somebody is just holding their hands up and stuff like that, it's gonna be a little bit harder for them to actually get a contest. So yeah, let's just talk about defense since we're already on here, this topic. You need, and I mean you need, interior defense. All right, the lowest interior that I probably went was like a 60, and a 60 interior would suffice for like a smaller guard, but at the same time I was still getting cooked in the paint if I didn't have no interior. Like, but the builds that I had good interior and a high block, oh my goodness, when I tell you blocks are OP. Like somebody pulled up on me with a 7'3" 99 block, and it would have seemed like I wouldn't have gotten blocked, but no, like it's no, I don't even think it's no more of your hand going through the ball if you have a high block. Like if you have a lower block maybe, but no, that block was there. I was like, dang, like I'm finna have some fun on paint defense, because y'all know that I was kind of complaining last year about the blocks. But yes, blocks are back. That dude, he was getting every block on me, bruh. Every block on me. When it comes to interior defense, when it comes to perimeter defense, I would say perimeter defense does matter, but I had a lower perimeter on the build, and hands up defense would suffice to guarding like other builds. I don't know if it was just because nobody could shoot whenever we were playing, because we were all kind of like iffy on the sticks, but I had a lower interior and I was still getting good contests. I was still able to guard defense. It wasn't don't get me wrong, it was people that was shooting lights out, but I think it's because they probably had dead eye and a super high 3-ball. But yeah, like I had like maybe a 60 interior on one of my builds, and I was still able to get good contests and play some good defense at the perimeter. So I'm gonna say that interior does matter. I wouldn't personally make a build with with a perimeter lower than an 85, unless you just really know what you're doing on defense. But hands up defense is back. You don't not have to jump at every single shot. You're going to get a contest at the perimeter if you don't jump. But another thing is, hands up defense, you cannot just run around the court with your hands up. If you run around the court with your hands up, your player is going to drastically slow down. Like, you literally have to put your hands back down if you want to run around. Like, for example, right, if you're playing the ones and you're guarding someone and they're finna rim run and you're trying to play hands up defense and you're trying to follow him to the paint, you're gonna get slowed down to a point where you damn near stop. You have to put your hands down, chase him to the paint, and then recover and put your hands back up once you get to the paint. So yeah, it's no more just hands up. It's no more hands up and following players. Nah, you got to put your hands down. All right, I would say with the steals, I don't think that the steals are crazy like how they were last year, where you were just getting bumped off of random animations. I'm gonna be real, I was only playing ones, so I don't know how it's gonna be when you get on the court 2v2, 3v3, 5v5, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I was dribbling. I wasn't getting bumped. Yes, I did get forced ball picked up, but I didn't just lose the ball randomly. Like, you know what I'm saying? If somebody was playing good defense, they didn't just get a random bump steal without reaching. Nah, I just got forced into like a forced ball pickup. So yeah, that's my opinion on the steals. And when it comes to like interior steals, I don't know, because like I said, I was playing the ones and it's one possession, but I did go into the paint a couple of times and try to dribble out, and I didn't lose the ball. But then again, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna defer when you're playing different game modes. So from my opinion, I don't think that the steal is crazy like how it was last year. I feel like it may be better, you know what I'm saying? All right, and let's talk about the shooting. Now, I know a lot of people last year shot tempo shooting. I'm going to just tell you right now, tempo, I wouldn't say it's patched. Like, you could still shoot with tempo. I just feel like it's drastically more inconsistent shooting with tempo than it is shooting with the button. Like, shooting with the button felt smoother. It felt consistent. I had like an 83 ball and I was smacking him with button. I did have like a little hard time at first, but y'all know, because I'm used to just going based off a muscle memory, right? So tempo used to really be muscle memory, but they kind of took it out. You can't just tempo shoot without looking at your player's hands. Like, you can't even, like, it's just not consistent, right? So me switching the button, I was like bricking, yes, but when I got the hang of it a little bit more, it was more consistent than it was shooting with tempo shooting, in my opinion, obviously. And I asked a couple of other creators, they all felt the same. I feel like probably everybody out there was probably shooting with button. I don't even think anybody was shooting with tempo, honestly. So yeah, and also with shooting, you could shoot consistently with like an 80 to an 85 3-ball. Like, I think GB3 even made a 78 3-ball and he was able to really shoot like decently, right? I had an 83 ball, and then I also made a build with an 83 3-ball, and I was able to pretty much shoot consistently to the best of my ability, obviously, with us being new at the game, and I was low-key smacking stuff with an 80 to an 83 3-ball. On the safe side, I would say to shoot the most effectively, the most consistent, I would say go 85 3-ball, but then again, you know, yeah, I was making shots with an 83 ball. When it comes to dribbling, like I said, it's smoother. They added a bunch of animations, so I'm hoping to see a bunch of unique dribblers. Like, I'm hoping to see not a whole bunch of people trying to copy everybody, or, you know, hopefully we don't see a lot of left-right cheesing, you know what I'm saying? It is gonna be hell trying to guard screens, especially with the new defense feature where you can't hold your hands up. It's gonna be a little bit harder trying to pivot on them screens and stuff like that. But yeah, hopefully, since they added so much dribbling stuff, that people are playing more unique, you know what I'm saying? Like more different. I'm gonna tell y'all about all of the other features tomorrow when I can, but for the most part, honestly, the game is looking pretty good. Like the skill gap, it's look like it. I think it's gonna be a skill gap this 2K because one, rhythm shooting is not the way it was. Like you can't just freaking mindlessly shoot with the stick anymore. Two, they added a bunch of new dribble animations to where it's not like something you could just get on the game and just know. Like no, somebody's gonna have to sit in the my court all day really to kind of learn it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it's gonna be a skill gap because even, you know what I'm saying, the people that I was sitting next to, even they were like, you know what I'm saying, not even halfway through the SIGs or animations, and it was like, wow, like this is a lot. And they were kind of like overwhelmed as I was. Like we were both overwhelmed, and they're more seasoned dribblers than I am. So I'm like, damn, like it's gonna be 2K. I think this 2K is gonna have a skill gap. I genuinely do, because even though it's a pure green window, I think rhythm shooting was the reason why everybody was able to shoot so easy. Like now they don't have that anymore. It's button. Like I think that majority of people gonna be shooting button this year. And not even just that, the cheaters, they're gone. They're gone. Like they have a device that could detect cheating, so don't even try to pull up cheating on the first day. You're gonna get banned. You're gonna get packed up. So no cheaters. Rhythm shooting is pretty much nerfed, I'm not gonna lie. And they added a bunch of dribble. And then defense is different. You can't just run around with your hands up the whole time. Like even though they made hands up defense better, like it holds a lot of weight this year. The contest holds a lot of weight this year. Yeah, you can't just run around with your hands up. So it's not like you could just get the good contest easily. You know what I'm saying? I also want to say that left stick dribbling is patched. Like when I tell you, you know how in 2K26 where you could just stop dribbling and just run right past your defender, bro. I tried to do that on 2K27, not even because I was trying to test out if left sticking was patched, but mainly because I was genuinely boxed because I didn't know how to work all of the SIGs that are the new SIGs and stuff like that, right? So I was trying to left stick to the basket, and nah, that was no bueno. Like it was not going. Another thing that I want to say, 6'10s and up, like you cannot speed boost anymore from my understanding. Like you can't do the fast momentums, you can't do the good nutmegs like when you get takeover. They took that out. So when you have max takeover or 3 bars of your takeover, anything like that, like you cannot speed boost, you cannot do the fast nutmegs, you can't get the fast momentum. I was really crushed to see this because y'all know that I love playing on my bigger builds. I love getting glitchy on bigger builds. But yeah, I don't like, this is the first 2K that they took stuff like that out, but yeah, it's no bueno. It's cooked. Hopefully, you know, when the real game releases, that'll change, because obviously in the Learn 2K, I could do fast momentums, I can do nutmegs and all of that stuff. But when I was in the My Court, I couldn't do anything like that, you know. Another thing, the My Court, I really feel like this is a dribbler friendly 2K, but they also wanted to take a realistic approach to it because they did take out all of the good stuff, you know what I'm saying, for the 6'10s and the 6'11s, and you know what I'm saying. You could, don't get me wrong, you could still get saucy on there. You could still get saucy on their bigger build. You just can't speed boost, you can't fast momentum, you can't nutmeg. So I know a lot of people are going to be happy because a lot of people complained about 6'10s and ups, like being able to ISO and dribble good. Y'all got to realize, like, that was only for takeover, you know what I'm saying? It's not like we could just do that the whole entire game. We would literally have to get takeover or two-way to do stuff like that. But regardless, they took it out. From what I played, you can't do it. Another thing is the My Court. I feel like this is a dribbler friendly 2K. Not only did they add a bunch of new animations and stuff like that, they also added new features to the My Court where you can make the My Court max stamina, like you don't lose stamina, and then you can also make the My Court like max takeover. So that was pretty neat, I feel like, especially for as a My Court feature. That was pretty cool. We obviously know about the female builds. How do I feel about the female builds? I think they're fire. You know what I'm saying? I like the fact that you can have a female build now. It's just a cosmetic thing. It doesn't change your playing ability as a MP You play the same as the guys play the same as the girls, but it's just cool. It's just a cool little feature to add that like, you know, genuinely should have been in the game. You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comments if y'all want to hear my opinion on any other aspect of the game, because I probably missed something. I tried to jot down notes the best as I can, but it's without a doubt I probably missed something. I didn't talk about the badges. The badges are like badge points. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like in a previous 2K. I can't think of which 2K it was, but yeah, it's badge points. You have a specific amount of badge points that you could use. I'm gonna be real. I kind of like how the badges are with the badge points. I don't really. It's kind of complicated the way you could like fuse the badges together. Y'all should probably go watch somebody else's take on that, because I couldn't really figure out what it all meant. But yeah, the badges are definitely different. They added a couple of new badges as well. But I kind of like how the badges are this year as opposed to last year. But yeah, but let me know in the comments how y'all feeling about 2K from everything that you guys have seen. Yeah, I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. We out.